When we think of ancient technology, we usually picture things made of stone, maybe some rough pottery, right? Pretty basic stuff. But what if I told you the Romans were basically engineering high-tech beauty products almost 2,000 years ago? Yeah, we're talking about the surprisingly modern chemistry hiding inside a Roman face cream. So our story kicks off in what we now call London, but back then was the Roman city of Londinium. During an excavation, archaeologists stumble upon this small but totally significant find, a little tin container, completely sealed, that's been sitting there since about 150 AD. It's basically a tiny time capsule from the height of the Roman Empire. So, what do you think is inside? After 2 millennia sealed in a box, you'd be lucky to find dust, right? Maybe some crusty residue, if anything at all. What could actually last that long? Well, the answer is just mind-blowing. When they carefully pried it open, it wasn't dust. It was this white, creamy substance. And I mean, it was still creamy. Not dried out, not fossilized. It was so well preserved that when they touched it, it actually left a fingerprint. Unbelievable. Just let that sink in for a second. 2,000 years old. We're looking at a cosmetic product that is literally older than most countries, and it's practically still in a usable state. This isn't just a lucky find. It's solid proof of something way bigger. So how in the world did they do it? Well, scientists broke it down and found this incredibly clever 3-part formula. The base, animal fat, probably from a cow or a sheep. Okay, but that's super greasy, right? That's where step 2 comes in. They added starch, a brilliant move to refine the texture. And for that pale, classy look everyone wanted, they mixed in tin oxide as the white pigment. But here's the real genius move, the scientific breakthrough. They weren't just stirring ingredients in a bowl. No, they created what we call a molecular emulsion. Think of it like making a salad dressing that never separates. They figured out how to chemically lock the oily fat with the starch to create this perfectly stable, smooth cream. This is actual sophisticated chemistry. And that's really the key takeaway here. This wasn't some primitive guesswork like smearing mud on your face. This was deliberate, repeatable chemical engineering. They designed a product to have a specific feel, a specific color, and, crazily enough, a very long shelf life. And here's the kicker, how modern this ancient science feels. The Romans added starch to get rid of that greasy feeling and make it silky smooth. Now, guess what we still use in tons of high-end cosmetics today for the exact same reason? Yep, starch. Their technique was so good, it's still a staple in the beauty industry. So you see, this one little tin opens up this huge window into the Roman world. It's so much more than just makeup. It's concrete evidence of their sophisticated chemistry, their advanced metalworking, and a whole market for high-status luxury goods. And hey, let's not forget the container itself. The only reason that cream survived is because the tin was perfectly made and perfectly sealed. We're talking completely airtight for 2,000 years. That's not just a pot, it's a masterpiece of Roman metallurgy. The packaging was just as high-tech as what was inside it. And where they found it, that's another massive clue. This wasn't dug up in some regular person's house. It was found at a Roman temple site. That tells us this wasn't something everybody had. This was an expensive luxury item, a clear symbol of wealth and high social status for the Roman elite. A find like this just forces you to rethink how we see history. It's not always a straight line of progress. I mean, if the Romans were creating molecular emulsions for skincare back then, it just makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other brilliant modern technologies did our ancestors figure out that we've maybe just forgotten over time? If this deep dive into ancient ingenuity got you thinking, make sure you subscribe to Ancient Archive Blueprints. We're always digging up